I am Matt, and apparently there are blue people. I don't know what this is about, but let's have a look.
It's 1820, and a man named Martin Fugate leaves France for America. He marries a woman named Elizabeth, and they move to the town of Troublesome Creek, Kentucky.
God, they used to come up with very literal names back in the day.
They start a family. They have 7 children. 3 of their children are born perfectly healthy, normal. The other 4 are blue.
And I'm not talking a slight pastel blue here. They come out head to toe blue.
Now you have
Right, so with the frame it's like they had 3 kids, and all of a sudden they had 4 at once, and they're all blue. But maybe after the first and second, you'd think, "Oh, maybe this is par for the course, that we're going to have blue kids going forward."
to remember, this is an incredibly small town in the mid-1800s, before cars, before railroads, and you have farmers living on these vast tracts of land, so there aren't exactly a lot of dating options in the area.
After just a few generations, most of the people in Troublesome Creek are now blue.
How does that happen?
By the mid-1900s, the blue Fugates become a target of mockery in Troublesome Creek, not just because they're blue, but because being blue is a sign that they all come from the same family.
As news spreads about this unique town, experts are baffled. How did these people turn blue in the first place?
So it sounds to me like there's a little bit of blue on blue action.
Is it a mutation? Is it a curse from God? Some people think they might be aliens. It's that bizarre.
In 1962,
Did people back in the 1800s really think about aliens?
2 of the Fugate descendants decide that they have had enough, and they go looking for help. And they turn to the University of Kentucky, where they find Dr. Madison Cowine.
After running a series of blood tests, the doctor has the unbelievable answer.
It all traces back to Martin and Elizabeth, the very first 2 in the family in Troublesome Creek.
So basically, they had genetic disorders that turned them blue, and then they basically Game of Thrones it.
He thinks Martin and Elizabeth had a very rare recessive genetic trait that leads to a condition known as methemoglobinemia.
Methemoglobinemia is a condition where the oxygen molecules are bound more tightly to the hemoglobin, leading to skin discoloration.
Recessive genes often stay hidden, but when 2 people both have it, like Elizabeth and Martin, it increases the odds for their children.
And then, because of the inbreeding over the generations, this gene persisted.
This is a pretty rare condition where fewer than 1 in a million individuals have the recessive gene. So in the case where 2 individuals have the same condition, it's pretty incalculable.
Unless there's a little bit of Jaime and Cersei Lannister thing going on.
In a somewhat ironic turn, Dr. Cowine treats them with blue medicine.
The doctor gives them a compound called methylene blue dye. Now, this dye helps red blood cells to release oxygen to tissues throughout the body more effectively.
Shockingly, within hours of ingesting the treatment, the Fugates' blue skin turns pink, ending a century of trouble in Troublesome Creek.
I don't think that really happened. Surely not.
Around the same time, the population is growing rapidly. People are moving in, people are moving out. They diversified a gene pool in Troublesome Creek. And today, you can say that the blue Fugates no longer have the blues.
I can't see how blue medicine would just cure you in a matter of hours when you've had a genetic condition back in the 1800s. Yeah, probably one of those stories that's just legend. Otherwise, why would they suddenly disappear? Are you telling me that the entire town was treated with blue medicine? No, they'd still be around, and the genetic trait would still appear now, just probably in a rare occasion. So yeah, it's fake or false. Don't believe it for a second. What do you think? Yeah, thought so.